Hello, what's up, adventurers? This has taken long already, and so I'm gonna do it freestyle. So we decided to go to the famous Wasini Island for the dolphin show. And from this other part of Popas, of course, we had to go to the southern part of the coast, and it's only accessible through Likoni Ferry. So we were here bright and early. This was around 7 a.m. and the journey to Wasini is about 2 solid hours. So we were here for the crossing. Just look at how speedy these people are. So we were waiting to get on board so that we are ferried to the other side before our journey can actually start. But before this, we had come from Tuapa, which is another 1 hour ride by bus. So that means that for the whole day, we took 6 hours just to be traveling on road. But I didn't even feel it. I think it was part of the fun. So here we're getting on board the ferry, and in just a few minutes we shall be hitting the tarmac to Wasini, or rather, Wasini is actually in off. What can I say? Off Mombasa. No, it's off. Well, I don't know, but it's in a place called Shimoni. So let's hit the tarmac and let's see what we have ahead of us. So it was a long road, green and lush and all that, and we were just making stories and getting acquainted with each other because we were traveling with some people who are also coming from Tuapa. So this is the road closer to the place that we were going to, and I don't know why it was called Mutu. Okay, just wait, where? Yes, Kisite Mpunguti. Yeah, so of course it's a tourist place, so there are so many things for your souvenirs, or if you didn't carry your own stuff, you can always buy extras here. So this is Kisite Mpunguti. Well, I don't know why it's called that, but yeah, Marine National Park. So this is where everything begins. So we have here, you get your tickets and all that, and people are teamed up. Yes, that's it. Kisita Mpungoti Marine National Park and Reserve, as I aforementioned. And so we were going to the docking area, and we were following the lead of this guy to get aboard the boat. So let's do this. Well, everyone loves beautiful sceneries, and already you can see that this place wasn't short of that. So there are so many groups that were eager to go and witness the dolphin watch. And so in our groups, we were being put in boats because those were going to be our teams for the day. So this is our team that is getting on board, and I'm sure you already can see my girl Santa here just right ahead of me. And yeah, we were excited for hours of adventure. At this point, we didn't even know how long we're gonna be on board, but yeah, we were so glad that we were doing this. So all this was happening before getting off, and these are just several other people that we were going with from different other places. We didn't even know them. So here we had already started after quite a time of being impatient, and so we were here enjoying the serenity of everything. This was just so lovely. In case you're wondering, this trip was booked through Visible Tours Limited. It was done online. They specialize in this kind of things and making sure that you have a great vacation. The whole package cost us 4,700 per head, which is inclusive of transport, lunch, and snorkeling gears. You'll get to know about that later. And of course, great vibes with great people. So the major attractions around this particular place are the Kisite Mpungoti Marine National Park itself, that is renowned for abundant marine life that includes watching dolphins, and these are always spotted frequently on boat tours. So it goes without saying that we were here to experience the dolphin show, and so don't be worried or don't wonder when you see people with cameras. that was what we were trying to get. And the other attraction is snorkeling, which will come in a few, and diving, that will have you witness vibrant coral reefs and really diverse fish species. There is also the Wasini Island village. You'll get a guided tour of the village with a glimpse into the traditional Swahili culture and way of life. And so as a visitor, you'll get to learn about the history, the traditions, and the daily routines of the local community. So you just have to ask, or rather, yeah, already you can see the dolphins there. This was quite a show. Yeah, so you'll just have to ask the right questions and you'll get to know whatever you want. And then there's also the boat tours and the cruises, where you'll be able to just explore the coastline and enjoy the scenic beauty of the island. So basically that is what we were here to do for the day. So enjoy the dolphin watch. This was so amazing to watch. I mean, by the way, what do you know about dolphins, if I may ask?
Was underground the cave, in 18th to 19th centuries, the slaves, they just took there for the marketing to Zanzibar. So Shimoni to Marine National Park, they are going to rent an hour, 30 minutes, or 2 hours. Marine Park, So, Marine Park is located behind Wasini. So behind Wasini, we have Three Island, which two island is part of Marine Reserve. His name Abba.
Yep. So that was our tour guide of the day, and he was basically just giving general public education on what to expect. And it was at this moment that we knew we were in it for a long ride. You feel me? So after the dolphin watch, I mean, look at this up close. This is so amazing. Oh, I asked a question before I continue. What do you know about dolphins? Well, as you contemplate that, I'll tell you what I personally know about them. So I know dolphins to be incredibly intelligent and social marine mammals, and they have very unique characteristics. They are known for their playful nature, and you can actually see how they are diving and trying to keep up to speed as we ride along. And also they have a complex communication that uses echolocation. This is a little bit complex, but I want to talk about that. But then we know that they have the ability to form strong social bonds. In my previous readings all through time, I've also read stories about dolphins being able to save humans who are drowning, I mean, and all that. So I mean, they're good marine animals to actually watch. And that is why I say, yeah, this had to be done. And as you heard our tour guide say, this was gonna take us 1 hour 30 minutes or thereabout to get to the islands, where we were headed now for snorkeling. Yeah, that was the other thing that we were going for. Well, at this juncture, you already know that the dolphin watch was over, and it was now time for the long boat ride, which wasn't just a boat ride, but rather a great floating experience. You already can see the waves, beautiful to watch. They started off like lullabies. They were rhythmic, gentle, which cracks you into a vacation state of mind. But every now and then, they throw in a surprise splash, just enough to remind you, hey, you're not on a couch, you're in real ocean magic. And then there's also the breeze, which is just isn't air, it's therapy. It's salty, soft, and so fresh that it should be bottled. It carries stories, laughter, and sometimes someone's heart. It actually happened, and that becomes a mini rescue mission. And it was actually very good to see someone, swimming in these waves trying to rescue it for one of us. That was so beautiful. I didn't capture that. My bad. And then, of course, on either side, the sceneries are pure poetry. Tiny islands peek out like shiny mermaids. You can actually see them on the horizon. Okay, you can see like that thingy there. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, and then the coral gardens, well, you can see them, we'll go see them underwater. And then it's like just the ocean decided to paint a masterpiece just for your eyes. This was so beautiful to see. So I'm sure you can already see the islands, the lands that are surrounded by water. We couldn't get closer to it, but our tour guide was just telling us the names of them, which I couldn't capture. Perhaps you can do your own personal research. And then, so here we had docked, and it was now time for people to go for snorkeling and deep diving for those people who are expert swimmers. Are you able to swim here, if I may ask? Because I know for some of you, your relationship with water ends in the bathroom. Needless to say. But then even for the snorkeling, we were not allowed to go solo unless you really believe in yourself. But then, for these tour rivers, they don't want anything on their hands. So unless you're really expert and you're sure about what you want to do, they won't let you just go swimming or diving on your own. So this is me with the snorkeling gears, and I was going underwater in a few. Well, next time I'll invest in waterproof phones so that I get to give you a view of what I saw, the coral gardens, the fish species, and all that. But meanwhile, I think you can just take this as a hint that you should actually invest in this so that you go see the wonders by yourself. Okay, so that was it. After the snorkeling experience, we were now going back, and we were headed to Wasini Island for lunch. So this return ride was a little bit shorter, and of course we kept asking the guide, why is this one shorter? Why couldn't we just take a shortcut? Blah blah blah. But yeah, at this point we were having a lot of banters, social time, and it was really great to be doing this. So this was basically the standard lunch for everyone. But if you wanted the seafood, this was a special package, 5K. So we wanted to just test these and see. I can't wait to have the same in a 5-star hotel, and then now get to decide if I want to do seafood ever, or that is the end of it for me. So this time we were done with the trip and everything. We were back on shore, and we were now getting off the boat so that we go back home. And this is where I was talking about the 3-hour ride back to Mtwapa. It was a really good day. I really had fun. We really had fun. And of course, we made new friends.
Where you shoot from?
Bye, boo. So, as a sign off, I could basically say that this wasn't just about ride. It wasn't just about the destination. All the in between moments counted, from the salty breezes to the clumsy dances, the banters, the teasing dolphins, the strangers who become friends, who are boat mates, and the serene feeling that just says, this is life. I mean, this is an experience that you should look forward to having. Invest in it, take along your friends, take along your family, and go enjoy Wasini Island. It actually has a lot to offer. But otherwise, I say stay salty, stay curious. Wasini waters are waiting. I'll catch you in the next tide. Bye.